Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the latest Dokkan event to come to DBZ Dokkan battle, and that is for the Awakening medals for Physical Turles. Now this event is a new stage that is added on to a previous Dokkan event. So this is the new stage basically added on to the previous Turles Dokkan event. I never truly understand when they decide to make a new one and not make a new one. I think it's for new named characters, but I'm not too certain. There is an effective category, which is Giant Form. We won't be doing that, we'll just be using a standard free-to-play team, but your traditional Dokkan event clearing team should work more than fine here. There's no gimmicks or anything like the Zamasu event, so you shouldn't have a super difficult time. Should be pretty much ready and raring to go. Now in terms of the units that can be awakened, we have Physical Turles, who can be Dokkan awakened with 77 medals, and then we have the AGL, Daiz and Cacao, who can be awakened with 35 medals, and then we have the Int, Amond and Raisin, who can be awakened with 35 medals as well. So in total, 147 medals that will be needed. There are unfortunately no missions for Dokkan Awakening medals, as this celebration came out before the worldwide celebration, where that was kind of made a new addition into the game. So it is a little bit unfortunate that there are no missions for assisting with the medals. So it's a bit more of an old school grind than what was done before. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Now obviously, just discussing a little bit about Turles and Daiz and Cacao, and of course Amond and Raisin. So to talk a little bit about the general banner units, the two general banner units for me are traditionally pretty decent. I find Amond and Raisin are probably, much like Raccoon and Gildo, going to be the unit that people tend to like more than the other one, because basically they are a support that's also relatively tanky. So they give planetary destruction category characters support, and then they also give additional support to space traveling warriors. They guard all attacks and have 20% damage reduction as the first attacker in the turn, and then they have an additional attack and defense every time guard is activated, which is really good. So overall, they're just a very solid defensive unit that can set up the units in second slot by providing support and defense and attack and key. They just tend to be really solid. So they're going to be the one I think people are going to like more. Daiz and Cacao, they are a solid enough unit as is. They're more offensively based. So they have evasion and crit chance up to 20%, which honestly isn't that much. If I'm being honest, I think that's kind of the big thing for me. I think they could have made it 25% per space traveling warriors that was added in with them. Overall, they're not a bad unit. It's just that they don't have as much of a base as I think they should have. Considering they don't provide support, they're kind of like a not as nice version of Jason Berta. So Jason Berta maybe aren't offensively as geared as these guys, but Jason Berta have a really nice kit in that they are basically an evasion based support, so that tends to work out really nice. And then of course we have Turles himself, who I actually think is pretty good. Obviously his support is not going to be active a lot of the time. You have to face a Goku's family or a Gohan kid. Not that it's super difficult to face a Goku's family category enemy, overall. But I think, like for me personally, it's just there's not many top tier events where that's gonna happen. I mean, it's gonna happen in the LGE GT, so the Legendary Goku events, and that's about it. The only other place it's really gonna activate is like some Infinite Dragon Ball histories, and maybe some, like Dokkan events. There's not really anything where you're gonna get that a lot. But we'll take a look at Turles in his own video. I still think he's a really good unit, even outside of that requirement, so I don't think it's absolutely necessary. So yeah, we'll definitely take a look and see how good he can be. But with that being said, I think that covers everything you need to know about the Dokkan event. You will need to farm the second difficulty 11 times for Turles at 7 medals per difficulty, and the first difficulty drops between 2 to 5. So all pretty good. Bye.